I'm just a passing through buddy fighter. Remember that. Transform! Hey everybody, it's Masood here with Buddy Fight News Corner, bringing you this tournament report from the HQ Games shop qualifier, where I went, I fought, and I won. I got the buy card right here. Had a great time, had a blast, and some people are really asking for the deck list and really hyped to see what I was running. And you know what? If you, depending on how things got uploaded, you probably noticed that this week's Hero World deck profile was a budget build of Zeta and not Guardians. And you're probably wondering why, and the reason is, I did this deck profile. I did it on youtube.com/ZachZag. We're going to have a link to Zach's page where we have the profile uploaded about 2 months ago. A couple things changed, and we're going to go really quickly over the changes. Big changes in the deck are actually only 7 cards, and that is I was running 4 copies of Shield of Justice Will Never Shatter in the main, and 3 copies of That's a Shallow Shot in the main. I bumped the 3 copies of Shallow Shot to the side, and I put I cut Shield of Justice down to 2 and put those 2 in the side as well. What did I put in those 7 slots? Well, let's go over it. I put in 3 copies of Justice Will Prevail, the +3/+3 counterattack, which really took the game against Jaeger because I was able to counterattack and do some damahe as I got Jaeger off of the board. And also in place of Shield of Justice, I have 2 Mock Ravers in order to give me answer to impact monsters whose attacks cannot be nullified. And in those last 2 slots, I have 1 copy of Mass Vantage for having move and really good stats and bouncing things back to my hand to use later and possibly be able to reuse the on-call skill of gaining a life from mode armor, and 1 copy of the size 2 wind elemental, which bounces any card on the field to its owner's hand on entry, which can be used to get certain key things off of the board and also to give me a better answer against Jaeger. I ended up siding 2 more of these as well, so I could side into them if I needed them in the Jaeger matchup. I ended up not needing them, but you know, that is what it is. Now, I also changed the buddy. I changed it to Buildian in order to be able to have a little bit of variety as to when I gained the buddy gift. It was kind of hit or miss on that. I really liked Mode Lethal giving as the buddy because it always gave me the buddy gift turn 1 right off of the bat. But I don't really have a good reason for building besides aesthetic reasons. So jumping right in, we had 8 players at this shop qualifier. I'm not gonna, throw some BS around and say that it was like, 60 something or 100 something, because who does that? Who claims that you went to a regional with like 60 some odd people and there's only 14? Anyway, so at this shop qualifier there were 8 people. We had 3 rounds followed by cut to top 4, and so then the top 4 and then top 2 games in Swiss. First round of top 4 and top 2 of top. In Swiss, my first game was Stars. I lost against the best deck in the format right now. It literally just shut me down. Thankfully, the Stars deck proceeded to lose to the Ball Rush deck, which opened really well in the next round, and then it also lost to Jaeger because Jaeger was able to just say, no, you can't nullify me, so I didn't have to fight that Stars deck in top. Woo! Very glad about that. But like I said, Stars shut me down. Game 3, he got the lock, so I couldn't even transform into a Guardian, so that just kind of went bleh. Round 2, I played against Wizards. I managed to put the pressure on really quick, really fast, and my opponent did not see glue or any real answers in order to deal with Mode Lethal. Round 3, I played against Jaeger. In that matchup, like I said, it was super clutch as being able to use counterattack because at that point, the destruction is not coming from monsters, coming from an item, so Jaeger is not protected from that. And then in top, I played against 72 Pillar, which was really scary, but since he had glue and was able to bounce my stuff back, I sided out the Justice Will Prevail, sided in the Shallow Shot, and was able to destroy a lot of the Asmodees that were coming at me. And the final battle was an amazing weeby fight to the finish with Sun Dragons, which was super amazing. My opponent top decked into greatness round 2, had an epic anime finish in round 2 where he was throwing the discus around. Then we moved on to game 3, and I was much better prepared for that combo. And when that combo went off, I was able to survive, and he ran out of gauge before he killed me. And that was a super exciting tournament. It was also a little bit short, but I cannot wait to see what happens in regionals, and I'm really hyped to see where this goes. And like I said, the Hero World deck this week is a budget build of Zeta. We are the channel that does the request, so leave, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you want to see, what deck profiles you want to see, and we'll get right on that. And when in doubt, dab to win. Also, I can't wait to see more people at regionals. This is everybody's favorite Hero World Weeb, Masood, signing off. Also, people asked about the shirt. We're going to have a link to the store where I got the shirt in the description. A good friend of mine, Jonathan Gall, designed this shirt. He designs a number of other graphic tees, mugs, phone holders, and yeah, so check him out. He's got some really great stuff and some really funny stuff, and I think he can work with you as far as requests and designs and stuff. Anyway, this is everyone's favorite Hero World Weeb, signing off.